So they'll take things like small mammals and reptiles which scurry along the ground, and I'm hoping River is going to show us exactly how they do that as well. Just like, oh, you missed it, have another go. Just like that, there we go. Now you'll notice that River always uses his feet to catch food. Now it can be really quick, so you need to keep your eyes on him. All right, River. Here we go. You'll see he used his feet again. Anyone see what he did? It was almost instant. That one, did you see what he did? In Australia, and usually would be found up through the central parts of Australia, through the hot, dry parts of the country. This is a black-breasted buzzard, and her name, just to make it nice and hard on me, is Beatrice, the black-breasted buzzard, which is not the easiest thing to say over and over again. But while Beatrice is out here, she's going to show you that she's very comfortable and very coordinated whilst on the ground. One of the reasons for that is because these black-breasted buzzards actually do some of their hunting on the ground. They're one of the few raptors that hunt on the ground. These guys are really well known as nest robbers, and they steal the eggs and chicks of our large ground nesting birds, which includes lots of different species here in Australia, but it includes our largest bird of all, which hopefully you've all had a chance to see today, the emu. Now, because emus are really big, they lay really big eggs. In fact, the egg of an emu is too big for a black-breasted buzzard to be able to pick that egg up in their feet or in their beak to try and break it open in any way. So they've developed this really special behaviour to get into emu eggs. And I'm hoping Beatrice here is going to show us how to do that, because I just happen to have an emu egg stashed down here. As you can see, that's a really big egg. Now this one's not a real emu egg, this one's made of plaster, but it is the same size as a real emu egg. All I need to do is place this egg on the ground here and actually get Beatrice's attention. Beatrice, over this way. You've got a job over here. Yeah, that's right, over here. Come and show us how to break that egg open. Now she actually knows she can't use her feet or her beak to break it open. It's just too big for her to do that. She also knows that I have a special tool for her to help her. All it is a plain old simple rock. I just need to put this rock on the... Yeah, you show them. You can't break it, right? Yeah. All I need to do is place this rock on the ground and she'll do the rest. She picks the rock up, carries it to the egg, lines it up, and throws it down on top of the egg. Give it another go, girl. Give it a go. See if you can smash it. Oh, there we go. Great job. Well done. Good job. Now, some of you might be thinking that's a little bit of a trick that we taught the black-breasted buzzard, but believe it or not, it's not a trick. It's what we call an instinct or a natural adaptive skill. So the black-breasted buzzards don't actually learn how to do that. Their parents don't teach them. We don't teach them how to do it. They just know how to break open emu eggs. The very first time they see one, they know what they have to do. They find a rock and start throwing it down. So it's quite an amazing behaviour simply because of that. It's also a pretty interesting behaviour because there's only one other bird in the whole world that uses that same technique to get into a food source. It's a bird found in northern Africa. It's called the Egyptian vulture, and it breaks open ostrich eggs in exactly the same way. Now, I think you all agree with me today that Beatrice here has done a fantastic job.
Boys, you get all the colours, and you can see that male eclectus parrots are really handsome. He's green and blue on the back. Have a look underneath his wings. He's got those nice red patches. He might give you a nice close look as well. If you've got a camera, make sure you're ready. Good work, Les. Maybe one more. He's doing a great job. There we go. Good work. There you go. I think you'll agree, Les is pretty cool, and he's pretty handsome as well. And that's how the girls decide which boy they like the best. I'll go for the one who provides the most food and the best food. So they actually have the boys attending them for 9 or 10 months of the year. We can actually help them. There are some very easy things that we can do, which will make a huge difference for lots of animals. So you'll find out what they are a little bit later on in the show as well. And so both these beautiful birds do need a little bit of help from us. You can hear our Major Mitchell calling if you're looking up at what he's looking up at. You can see a very large black shape just cruising around up here. We'd like to give you a little sneak preview of Australia's largest raptor just cruising up there. That is a wedge-tailed eagle just cruising around. And he's not really going to come down and eat a Major Mitchell cockatoo.
One adaptation that all birds have got, and it's really important for most of them. If you haven't guessed what it is, Kev's going to show you. Kev, what's the most important adaptation? Wings. They obviously need their wings to fly around, don't they? That's pretty important. But we talked about Millie a little bit earlier. We talked about owls being able to turn their heads in an arc of 270 degrees, which is a lot further than you and I can. But Kevin being the star, he's going to give it a go. Kev, how far around can you see? 360. I think he did cheat, but that's right, I'll let him get away with that. That's okay. Now, do you remember the first bird that was out, he'd say the black kite? He was catching food in the air with his feet, which is pretty impressive footwork. Now, Kevin doesn't use his feet to catch his food, but he's got his own impressive footwork anyway. Kevin here, he can show me his right foot and his left foot. Tough crowd today, Kev. Really tough crowd. Thank you for the round of applause. I like to make sure Kevin gets a round of applause for that. Because Kevin and I, we know people that don't even know their left from their right. So I think he's doing pretty well. In fact, if he keeps that behaviour up, he's going to be dancing soon. Oh, that was really weak, Kevin. How about a big dance? How about a bigger dance? Yeah, good work, Kevin. Well done. Good job. We saw that bird soaring around. Mate, I need you just to sit down, please. That'd be great. Thank you. Anywhere. That's great. Thank you. Now, we saw that wedge-tailed eagle up nice and high before, but I'm hoping today we're going to get a little bit of a closer look at a wedge-tailed eagle for you. Are you all ready? Oh, you think so? You wait. Now you can see Magra's quite a dark coloured bird. That's because Magra here is an adult wedge-tailed eagle. Was that close enough? Good work. She is an adult wedge-tailed eagle. She's 19 years old. These birds get darker and darker as they get older and older. Now, eagles like Magra here have got amazing eyesight. They can see a moving rabbit from over a kilometre away, which is pretty impressive. And rabbits make up a large part of an eagle's diet, but they'll also hunt other things. They're quite happy to hunt other birds occasionally, reptiles occasionally, and they're quite capable of hunting mammals up to the size of an adult wallaby. So they're incredibly powerful hunters for their size. They do all that work with their feet, so they have amazingly powerful feet to cope with some pretty large prey. Now, these birds are also very territorial birds. And as you've seen today, welcome to the show. As you've seen today, we do see that those wild wedge-tailed eagles coming through Magra's territory every now and then. Look at their tails, particularly as they're soaring around. You'll see they fan their tail out and they have that diamond or wedge shape in the tail there. You can pick it even as they're nice and high up on those thermal currents. Here we go, nice close one. Pick the gap. I should warn you, the lower you duck, the lower she flies. It's pretty cool having a bird come that close, isn't it? I thought she was going to land on the seat next to you then. That would have been a good photo, wouldn't it? Yeah. Now, if you do see the two wedge-tailed eagles together while they're flying around, you might notice one is larger than the other. Larger of the two is actually the female. They're about a third larger than the boys. How about a big round of applause? She's done a great job for us. Well done, Magra. As I was saying,